Build your own virtual machine. From concept to advanced implementation. Opening hook. Ever wondered how virtual machines run entire computers inside software? Let's build one from the ground up. On-screen text. VM 0 to advanced. Visuals. Physical server to VM window to nested VMs. 1. Planning and architecture. Define goals. Lightweight sandbox, server virtualization, or custom hypervisor. Outline core modules. On-screen text. Goals, host versus guest, components. Visuals. Block diagram. VMM, CPU, memory, I/O. 2. Development environment. Setup C, C++ toolchain, QEMU for testing, and Git for version control. On-screen text. Compiler, QEMU, Git, visuals. Terminal showing build commands. 3. CPU virtualization. Implement instruction fetching, emulation. Use Intel VTX or AMD if available, else binary translation. On-screen text. Fetch to decode to execute. Visuals. Pseudocode overlay. CPU state diagram. 4. Memory management. Create guest physical memory abstraction. Manage page tables and TLB flushes. On-screen text. Paging, MMU, TLB. Visuals. Memory map animation. 5. Device emulation. Emulate essential devices. Timer, serial port, Virtio network, storage. On-screen text. Timer, UART, Virtio. Visuals. Virtual NIC packet flow. Disk I/O graph. 6. BIOS, UEFI and boot process. Load firmware stub, initialize devices, and jump to guest bootloader. On-screen text. BIOS to MBR, FE to kernel. Visuals. Boot sequence timeline. 7. I/O and interrupt handling. Trap I/O instructions and deliver virtual interrupts to the guest. On-screen text. Port I/O, IRQ, VM exit. Visuals. Flowchart of VM exit and VM entry. 8. Networking and storage backends. Map virtual NIC to host interface. Implement disk image formats, QCOW2, RAW, on-screen text. Bridge, NAT, QCOW 2 inches. Visuals. Network topology and disk image UI. 9. Guest OS installation. Boot your custom VM, install Linux or another OS, and verify hardware emulation. On-screen text. ISO to install to log in. Visuals. VM console showing installer. 10. Debugging and testing. Use GDB stub, built-in logging, and unit tests for each subsystem. On-screen text. GDB, logs, C, visuals. Breakpoint in GDB, C pipeline. 11. Performance optimization. Profile hotspots. Enable KVM acceleration. Optimize memory copies. On-screen text. Profile, KVM, 0 copy. Visuals. Profiler output. Speed comparison chart. 12. Advanced features. Add live migration, snapshotting, and nested virtualization support. On-screen text. Migration, snapshot, nested VM. Visuals. VM migrating between hosts. Deep dive explanation. Walk through how the VMM translates a guest I/O request, step by step, with code snippets and state diagrams. On-screen text. Step 1. Trap to Step 2. Handler to Step 3. Response. Visuals. Annotated code. Stepwise animation. Closing and next steps. You now have the blueprint for your own VM. Experiment with OS kernels, security sandboxes, or cloud hypervisors. On-screen text. Start your VM today. Visuals. Final demo of a nested VM running smoothly.